Don't forget, guys, every time you comment and like one of my videos this month, you'll be entered to win a Samsung tablet. Just make sure you're subscribed to the channel and hit the bell so you're notified whenever I post a video, because the more videos you comment on, the higher your chances are to win. Good luck. Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back. It's Claytano. Thank you so much for tuning in as always. And today, I'm going to be showing you guys how to increase your rank in RTA by knowledge and stealing from other people. But for real, this method has helped me out in my RTA rankings. The highest I've gotten, I think, was like rank 300, which is in the G2 range. And I also think it'll help you guys out as well. So right now is currently during the Special League. It's about 63 hours left in it. By the time you guys see this video, the Special League might already be over, but it is still relevant for regular RTA, Special League RTA, whatever it might be. This method is something that has helped me out regardless whether it's Special League or not, basically is what I'm saying. So what I do is I go, for example, what I've actually done currently, because I'm trying to get my Special League rating up. I went into replays, and I recommend everybody do this. If you go into replay, you can start looking through a bunch of different top level, top tier RTA players. So just make sure you guys are under best, under replays, right? So best, don't go to your battles. I mean, you can look at your battles and you can kind of see how you do against them if you want to rewatch them. But like for me, I lost twice to Shallow X now. He used to be Shallow X when he played in the SWC Championship 2017. You guys remember him? Yeah. I fought him 6 hours ago. Lost both times miserably. It was awful. But yeah, so I go to best, right? And if you scroll down a little bit, you can kind of see who the top players are, just judging by the stars alone. So you can see Buon versus Skit. Skit was also in SWC as well. But look through the different players. Find players that have a similar monster base as you do, like similar monsters that you have. And okay, so maybe you don't have some of the top tier LDNAT 5s. Find players that use like this guy right here. So I don't know what his name is, but it looks like just like a C turn or like a right turn or something like that, with the 1570 on the left side there. So this guy, he uses Light Paladin, free to play, Rakuni, free to play, Tsarian, and then he also uses like Molong and Rocky. What you do is you would go into that, say add to favorites, and then add that person to your favorites. I already have too many people added to my favorites because I do this all the time. And basically you would just look and see how they play with the units that you actually have yourself. So you can kind of tailor your RTA experience or your RTA monsters to kind of match what they're doing, because they're obviously doing something right if they're at that top tier G3 style. Like this is, you know, it's very similar to when I used to play sports growing up. Anytime I was trying to get better, not just practice helped, but also watching the pros, what they do, and seeing if there's anything special that they're doing. If it's not just rune-based, but also pick-based, you can give yourself just the absolute best advantages you can, and then still get cucked by RNG at the end. But no, seriously, you can still give yourself the best possible advantage as you possibly can if you're just picking the units and banning the units correctly. And you'll learn a lot of that by watching people that play a lot of RTA. So for example, I'll show you guys who I'm taking a look at. So for me, I'm going to go to my favorites, and I'm going to go down to actually, you know, I'm going to go to Shallow. I'm going to go to Shallow. So he has a very similar monster box to mine, except he has like way more LDNAT 5s than I do. So I just look at the matches that he's not using the LDNAT 5s that I don't have, and then I kind of go and watch them from there. So let's see, he's fighting against Tomato here. So he has Gani Arda, which I have an Artemeal, so I like to watch Shallow and see how he actually uses his Artemeal. He also has Yan Hong, which it might get banned out in this one, so I don't even have to worry about it. But aside from that, let's take a look at this one. This one's kind of more in line with the monsters I have, okay? So I have very similar monsters. I don't have Wusa or Diana, but I can still kind of get an idea of how he plays his Artemeal against these other top tier players, especially Tomato being one of them as well, right? So let's go ahead and watch them and see if we can learn anything from this battle. And I probably do this more than I actually play, to be completely honest with you guys. So Gianna and Yanhong were both banned out from the beginning, from the pre-bans. Most of these players, they play against each other all the time, so they know which units each of them have and whatnot. So just to start off here and show you guys, he actually let the Light Panda through, which for me, I always ban Tian Lang if I have if I'm using my Artemio, because I feel like anytime I get crit, I automatically am giving attack bar to his Tian Lang, because my Artemio gains attack bar every time he gets crit as well. So it does proc Tian Lang's attack bar. So for me, this type of play, the fact that he didn't ban out the Tian Lang, is a little bit, it's definitely interesting for me. And I actually didn't see what the other unit was there, so I'm actually going to quit out. I'm going to go back in, but he also let the Amelia through, which I typically, as an Artemil user, hate fighting against Amelia and hate fighting against Tian Lang, but he let them both through, which is extremely just, it's not something that I would normally do. So actually watching this match here, I think would be super super helpful. He actually banned out the Icarus out of all of the other units that were there. Sierra, Molong, Tian Lang, and Amelia. He banned out Icarus, which for me, that would not have been my first choice at all. But I kind of tell now why he did that, because if he does, if he used Molong and Icarus together plus Sierra, like that's an instant kill, maybe 2 kills at that. But he also got rid of the heal, right? So Icarus has a heal where no other unit has a heal. So he's maybe trying to just out-sustain with the Wusa, Artemio, and Perna heals. So let's just go ahead and now go back into it. It's just a lot of this, actually, guys. I go in and out of RTA matches just to find what's working, what's not working, what's in meta, etc. So let's just skip through this and see how that actual match plays out. So the Wusa went first. And from here as well, I know, I'm sorry I keep pausing, but I'm just trying to show you guys all the things that I'm thinking of throughout. So I'm looking at Tomato's team, and he has Will on every single one of his units, which is something that I've done as well. But I noticed that Shallow didn't actually have Will on his Artemio, and that's something that I have on my Artemio, and it might not be necessarily super important as long as I have a fast immunity buffing unit to go with it. Why else would I need Will, right? So maybe something that I can look at on my Artemio to swap out his runes and et cetera, et cetera. So again, just trying to talk you guys through my mindset. If you know, if this is helping, I don't know. This is the first time that I'm actually doing something like this on a video, so hopefully you guys do like it. If you do, drop a comment down below, of course, and let me know, because I do make videos for you guys, so it would help for sure. But I actually didn't look at who won this battle first too. You can kind of tell who won or lost based on the points on the next battle, but I actually didn't even pay attention to that, so I don't know who is going to win or who is going to lose this right now. But for me, it looks like Shallot is actually in a much better position than Tomato is right now. And he also got a nice violent proc there. Was able to land a bunch of crits from his Diana, except for maybe he missed one or something. And then he got the heal. The heal from his Wusa healed that Diana up so much. And so she's gonna start switching over, procking and stuff like that. She's going back. She's gonna kill this Sierra from the violent proc. Of course, you like to see that. And from there, I feel like it's pretty much GG. Oh, actually, she didn't miss her crit. Of course, it's the Tian Lang passive that actually made her not gain her total gauge back after. So Tian Lang is actually a huge counter to not only Artemil, but also Diana, in my opinion. And he still let it through. Again, it blows my mind, some of the things that happened, but it obviously worked just fine. And I'm not sure if, potentially it would have gone way differently if he would have not let him through, or if it would have gone, about the same. And of course, it's still not over yet, but I do feel like this match is 100% favoring Shallot right now. And of course, with the procs from Artemil, he's doing a ton of damage. I really don't see how, yeah, Tomato's not going to come back from that. So this for me, right now, this is the first time that I actually saw that match, is such a huge like help for me, because now I know, okay, maybe Tianlang isn't that scary. Maybe Mo Long isn't that scary. Maybe Amelia isn't that scary. Even with a Tianlang, Mo Long, Sierra, like I felt like I would always just get stripped, eaten, and bombed. Boom, boom, boom. But because he had the super fast Wusa, I think that was why he felt okay that he could do that. And like I say, like you just learn a lot from this, and hopefully you guys learned a lot from it as well. Of course, maybe you guys don't have an Artemil, Tianlang, or whatever else, but like again, still find somebody that has a similar style or similar monster box as you have. Focus on that one person and just try to mimic what they're doing, and see if you can figure out what runes they have on their monsters and how fast they might be, if they're violent, if they're swift, if they're will, if they're nemesis, if they're destroy, and stuff like that, and just try to build your guys' team around it. I think that would help you guys a lot in RTA and in going up the ranks even higher. And also, you know, I like doing RTA videos to get other people motivated into it and kind of like, I don't know, just boost RTA more. So I like it. I like this. I like RTA. So yeah, that sounded really weird. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking now. That's going to be it for today's video, guys. Don't forget there's the Samsung tablet giveaway. If you guys subscribe right now, hit the bell to get notified of when my videos go live. That would be amazing. And then for every video you comment on and like throughout the month of October equals 1 entry into the giveaway. It's as simple as that. The more videos you comment on, the higher chance you have to win. All right? So thank you guys for watching. As always, stay soupy, don't be potatoes, and I'll see you guys next time. All right, peace.